call me Bob the Builder. I'll wait. This place is a mess. The only way to fix that is to make more furniture because I don't have places to put things. So I would like more furniture, but I would not like to spend money. So this is my solution. Boxes. Okay, I've watched a couple of videos. I'm highly qualified and I was going to follow them exactly, like make little like cubbies, like circular, but then I was like, no, that's too difficult because I already have all these boxes, and then also it's more practical for the cubbies to be square, is it not? So here we are. This is what I have so far, but I want it to be taller, so I think my next step is going to be this. We're gonna cut that, but I'm also gonna cut this, and then there's actually 2 of these. I don't know, I'm just gonna cut it, okay? It's gonna be cool, hopefully. I think this is what I'm going with. Looks amazing so far. To be fair, I probably should have, you know, like measured things, but it was taking me a lot of energy to even like start doing this, so I just let myself do whatever, and then it'll look more handmade after and hopefully not fall apart. I think this is good. I think this is great. I'm gonna start gluing everything together now with hot glue, and hopefully that is the right thing to do. I'm gonna do strength tests throughout, and before anything is glued together, this is kind of where we're at. Everything's pretty squishy. We're wobbly, obviously. This time lapse is pretty long, so I thought editor me will keep you company. That rhymed. Though I just woke up, so I don't know what to say. This part was my least favorite part. It made me want to quit completely. These boxes here were really hard to get those flaps to tape down, but I wanted them for structural integrity, for more strength, so I persevered. This took me freaking hours. This is a really long time lapse. I should probably shorten it. I don't know what else to say. Watching this makes me sad. This is where the obvious becomes more obvious. I should have measured everything, but it's fine. A couple of the boxes were really hard. I kept the like flaps on them to keep some more structure, but a couple of them did not want to stick down, so that's probably gonna be a problem later. And then I just taped up everything, glued what I could. This took forever, so don't think, oh, this is going so fast. No, it's been probably 2 hours since I started this, and here we are. We're not even done this because now I'm going to turn this on this side, or so we can see the back, and you can see here all the parts that would have lined up properly if I had measured it, but I didn't. And now there are gaps that I'm going to maybe regret later, but we'll see. Now I'm going to lay this huge thing on top of here to give it a little bit more structure. Oh wait, we should do a structure test first. Not really gonna be any different than what it was before, although stuff is falling. I mean, it's all stuck together, so there's that. But other than that, yep, there we are. Did that make it any steadier? I can't even tell. I don't think so. I could start paper macheing it, but I really don't want to. I'm so done. And I don't think this is gonna turn out, which makes me even less wanting to do it. It is the next day. I don't know what made me think I was gonna finish this in one day, but I did not. Surprise, surprise. I had some things to do yesterday. We were having a barbecue, so things did not get done, but it's paper mache time now. Hopefully it is like 8 a.m. Hopefully I can do the mudding in the evening. I'm not really sure how long it takes paper mache to dry, but we will see. This is equal parts flour and water. Hopefully the flour mixture works as well as the glue mixture. I'm not really sure, but I have a stack of paper that is hopefully enough, just from like books and stuff, that I didn't need this stuff. And then my mom bought a newspaper the other day conveniently. Ha 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 ha. I'm hoping this will only take half an hour. That is my goal, but it's gonna make me very upset if I do not reach that goal. I don't know how I feel about it as a whole, so I feel like if this paper mache step goes bad, I don't think I'll continue. I don't know. Things I would do differently. Don't make this shelf. Don't don't do it. But one, I would measure everything so it's not wonky. Two, I would use less glue. At the end, I started like folding the paper, like I would dip the paper and then I would fold it and then I'd like try to like do this to it if it wouldn't fall apart because I used way too much glue and now all the cardboard is soaking. I don't know if it's going to hold up, like all this stuff is like sagging, so I put in some extra cardboard to hold it up so hopefully it dries nicely and I can pull it out again, but we'll see. Here is the back. I don't have to do all that because there's hardly any joints there, but I do have to do the bottom, so I'm not finished yet. Most of my mess is thankfully on the floor, but I did get quite a bit on the carpet. It's just flour and water, and I went through so much, which means I was probably using too much, and now everything is soaked. Look at this end piece, is so warped out. Oh no, I didn't notice this. I mean, it looks cool. Just pretend it's supposed to be like that. My nephew brought me his fan. The amount of papers needed was crazy, but it's kind of cute now because I have contributions from like my mom. My little brother tried to give me his tax forms. Learned a valuable lesson today. I have some of my niece's coloring book paper. That is my favorite. I would recommend if you have used coloring book pages, use those. The paper soaks it up and stays together. I also have some of my Korean practice in here. This is all my mom's financial stuff. It's crazy. But look at that. It's like oozing and I don't know what to do with it. I should have done it front, let it dry, back, let it dry, etc, etc. Another thing I would do differently, though I would not do that differently, I would do that exactly the same because I'm impatient. I am worried about this. I don't want to try to move it too much in case it all falls apart because it's so wet. I also wish that I did it outside because it is relatively hot today and the sun would have dried this out a lot faster. I also have a ceiling fan in this room, so that's going too. Hopefully it will dry out within a couple hours. Guess what time it is? I don't even freaking know, but it's past lunchtime, which means I've been doing this for hours. I took I didn't even take breaks actually. I stopped for like 15 minutes to chat with the fam jam and I ate breakfast and those were my 2 breaks. It's 1:19. I've been doing this for hours. So this took longer than actually making it. I don't know why I thought I could do this in half an hour. That was crazy talk. As you can see, and this was kind of like it before, but now it's worse. It all slants forward, which is fun times. I don't think I'll be able to put anything on the top. But it is what it is. And I feel like it'll be really hard to clean up because I have this all over my hands and it's like just crispy and hard to take off. I'll probably have to like soak the floor over and over again. If I did it outside, I could just hose it all off. I don't know whether I feel really good or really crappy because one, this is holding up really well. I was moving it around, playing with it. It's solid, okay? Not that solid, especially this top layer. And plus like it's, hello, focus please. It's a bit like, you know, because it's not flat on the bottom, so it's wobbly, okay? But like it's not wobbling. If you can see our strength test, it's not wobbling that much between the pieces, if you know what I mean. Could it hold things? I mean, you can see the bend. It could hold yarn for sure. That's what I'm using this for. I don't think I've mentioned that. That was the plan. The thicker cardboard is stronger, obviously. The thinner cardboard is weaker, but it does look a lot better just with the freaking paper mache. I think if you're doing like a really small, like maybe a little like trinket shelf or something, people just stop at this stage, okay? Or maybe they do multiple layers of paper mache. I'm not gonna do multiple layers even though it would be stronger if I did that. It looks like someone was poking this. Very possible. There's very many little ones here. The only thing is I didn't finish paper macheing it. It's been like two or 3 days because I had to wait until I was sure this was dry because I made it too wet. The only problem is I was scared to like leave it like this way so that I could do both this last little bit that I forgot and was too lazy to go back and do it whenever I realized that I forgot it. I have to do all this bit here and then also whatever edges are left exposed there just so that the plaster has something to like smooth onto. This is rep 2. Hello. Oh, that's still damp actually. I should have had it flipped up. That's the issue. I should have done it. One side, let it dry. Flip it. One side, let it dry. Flip it. I was not patient enough. And now I am face fixing the issue. I don't know what I'm saying. I am tired. I don't want to do this anymore. And another thing, okay, so I'm happy that it's structurally sound. Not really, but like better than I thought it would be. But I'm upset because I'm on Amazon now looking for a desk because I was originally going to build all this stuff from scratch, and I'm like, no, not after this thing. So I found these cubby things. They're not wooden because those are more expensive. You pay over $100 for those, but they are, I don't know what they're made of, to be honest. They're a bit more crappy looking. I think it was $60 for 16 of these cubes, which means I could make a thing for here. I could make a thing for in the corner. Like it would fulfill all my shelving needs. I'm not wearing my glasses, okay. And I wouldn't have had to put up with this. Yes, $60 is more than $0 that I'm paying for this, but the amount of time and effort that I've already put into this and that is still required of this is woo! I could not even look at this yesterday. I was like, no, I'm taking a break from you. Plus, I was so sore. I'm still sore anytime I have to like sit in the lawn and all the desks and like the desk and like the things that I ordered in order to build those. Not from scratch, but like build them. So done. But I'm also so done with how freaking messy, hello, it is in here. So, gotta pick your poison? Is that the saying? I'm gonna go bring this outside because I believe I can now lift it and then do the remaining of this, and hopefully it dries faster in the sun. I think it's strong enough to lift, we'll see. If it breaks, well, oops, guess I can't work on it anymore. I guess I have to throw it out. We are on the next step, hopefully the final step, if I do this right and I don't have to sand it too much. Is this even recording? I can't tell, I cannot see it. We have tested the strength of this, right? It's good. And now I've gotten this. I got my dad to open it because I didn't want to. It is not mud or plaster, it is tile adhesive. So who knows? We're gonna try it out. I forgot to say that I'm using this specifically because my dad already had this for free from work because they were throwing it out. So you know, free stuff. I've got my pajams on because I don't want to wreck any of my clothes. I have a lot of old clothes, but I wear all my old clothes. Wish me luck. Also, the freaking crickets are back. I thought I already filmed something about the crickets, but I guess I didn't. But what happened was I took the shelving outside to do the last bit of paper mâché, right? And then whenever I went to go get it, bring it inside, it was full of freaking crickets because there's crickets everywhere this year and they wanted to live in it. And I was like, no. So I like tried my best to take them all out before bringing it inside because I'm obviously not gonna bring a cricket inside the house. That's so freaking annoying. They're in here. They're gonna get stuck in the freaking thing. And then what? Get out of there. So I'm going to do, I think, all of this and then all of this like sides to like here, just so that it's not touching the grass, and then wait for that to dry, and then tomorrow do that side. It is 10. Can you even see anything? Is this recording? I don't know. It is 10:57. My battery died, but I'm not sure at what point it died, so hopefully I got all of that. I was talking, but I couldn't tell if it was recording because I can't see the thing. I was telling them that the crickets are gonna get stuck in it because the crickets love this thing. Okay, so my thinking is we scoop it and then we floof it and then we try to like not make it super edgy so that we don't have to sand it after. I want to show the consistency. Buddy, stop. So, ooh, this isn't going on as smooth as I thought. Buddy, why is it lumpy? I am done. Audio is probably bad. It's windy. Sorry. This is not going to work. As you can see, it is cracking and it's very crumbly. Like it just crumbles off your hand. Like this was way easier to clean than the flour water mixture. So ha 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 ha. I used the entire bucket, which is crazy. Was not expecting, and I didn't do it very well. As you can see, it's very messy. And I think my prediction is this is all just going to crumble off, and that is useless. Did I say that it's 2:57? I finished at 2:30. That's almost 4 hours, right? I don't remember when I started. But wow, I'm so dead. It is 7:06. Look how cracky this is. I don't know if it's dry. Oh, it's pretty dry. It's not dry obviously, but a spider has taken up residence. It's a chonky one. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is gonna crumble. I can't leave it out any longer or it's going to get wet when the dew drops. I have a very important, tragic even announcement to make. I'm gonna give you a second because it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It rained last night and I know what you're thinking, but you brought the shelf inside, like you said, so that's fine. First of all, I didn't know it was going to rain, okay? I asked my dad, well, first I asked my nephew to help me in with it, but he couldn't carry it, and then I asked my dad to bring it in with me, and like as we're lifting it up, you could feel it start to like, you know, kind of come apart. It's too heavy now and it's not completely dry, so it's not solid enough yet for it not to fall apart if we carry it inside. And my dad said, can blame him, said that, well, I asked like, is it worth it? Should we bring it in? Is it gonna fall apart? He said probably, and that the dew wouldn't do any harm because it's already wet. It's not like a little bit of dampness is gonna make much of a difference. And then it rained. I woke up this morning, puddles. I have not gone out to check it. My nephew did and said it was very wet and that there's air bubbles and all that good stuff. And plus, if it didn't dry out yesterday with the adhesive stuff alone, I don't know how it's going to manage to dry out from being soaked through. Let's go check on it, okay? I need some moral support while I go. First thing I noticed, the crickets are still enjoying. Second thing I noticed, what is this? What is this? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. See, this is how easy it was to wash it off the tools. I just soaked it and then it like peeled off itself. I'm going to let it dry out for however long today, and then I will make the decision. I think we know what the decision is.